So it is basic requirement to form a network. What is basic requirement? Means you want to create a network. So very basic network it is. Like you have a devices and you want to make it as connected, and then you want to make it as a communicating between them. So what are the things are required to create a simple network? Okay. First of all, you have a devices. The devices should be connected, right? So devices are there, they should be connected. How they will connected? Through NIC, network interface type. To connect these devices, we need a certain media. So like a cables. Now we have wireless, then wireless type of media is required, right? Next we use how we connect these devices through something. So like a hub or a switch or a router we are used to connect these devices. So up to here connection is completed. Then we have to communicate between these devices. Communicate between these. How to communicate? First of all, we have to address them. We have to address them, right? So I want to communicate, for example, Abhay is there. So I have to address Abhay like that, right? So you have to give two address, right? So with address only we can able to communicate. Like you are writing a letter, anything, just there is a two address, from address is there. Without address we can't communicate. So of course we are using a logical address is called a IP address. Next, yeah, connection is there, now address is there, but what you will ask, to whom you will ask, to what you are asking, how the destination understand what is your request. It is by protocols. What is the meaning of communication means? Different way communication is there now. For example, I'm accessing a website. I'm accessing a mail communication file. I am uploading file, downloading files. I'm sending mails, receiving a mails. I'm accessing a website. Okay. My date and time is setting. Okay, through. So I need a date and time. I need an IP address from DHCP server. Okay, I know the name, but I don't know IP address. I will get IP address from DNS server. Okay, I'm trying to log into my thing. So there is authentication server will authenticate username password when you are logging. Okay, so how this communications happens by understanding of protocols. So these are the things important in the network communication. First of all, you should create a network, then you have to communicate in the network. The first one is about NIC, network interface card. First one is about your NIC, network interface card. Every device or any device, want to connect in network. Any device want to connect, want right, want to connect in network. Okay, network. The device need a NIC, network interface card. Without interface card, you cannot connect. Okay, that wants to connect in the network. The device need a NIC. Okay, so simple diagram again. We try to example, normal computers, PCA, PCB, underscore hyphen no problem. So these are regular computers, wide kind of stuff, and then I have a hub or a switch. Then, okay, I want to connect these devices to the network. So then what I need a NIC. Okay. There is a big problem with this kind of stuff. You know, that is the problem with automation. They don't listen to us. Somewhat better. So they need a NIC. So what is the use of this NIC? We can connect. Using this NICs, we can able to connect to the devices. Okay. So here I use a wired device. So that is wire kind of connection. So I need to connect through wire. So that is wired related NICs. Mostly we use Ethernet for that. Mostly we use Ethernet kind of stuff for these purposes. Okay. And there is another type is there, that is a wireless NICs. Wireless type of NICs. So we'll see, I have a laptop or a mobile phone or a tabs. Okay. For example, I have a laptop or a mobile phone or a tablet. So I have to connect these devices using, I want to connect through Wi-Fi. Okay, I want to connect through Wi-Fi. It is a wireless device. I want to connect through device this thing. So these devices means my laptop, mobile phone required any NIC? Of course. They also need an NIC. They also require an NIC inside, which sometimes we may not see directly, but it is there, which is built inside your PC. Which is built inside your machine, your laptop, your mobile phone, which inside is there. You know, if you have a desktop, even the desktop also there is a USB based or built-in this wireless Wi-Fi related NICs are there. So your point is whether that one. So whether you are using wired or wireless, important is to connect in the network. Okay, to connect in the network, we need a NIC. First one, whether it is wiring or no wiring. Next. So in wired NICs, we have a different varieties also there. So for example, it will look like this one. This type of NICs are actually better. This is a Ethernet type of NIC. If you see, look at this NIC. So there is a there is a this one is go inserted into your PC or a server. and this is the Ethernet port or a LAN port which we are connecting through wire. These NICs are called as a different ways, different names are there. So we'll see that one also. So, but I am going to wireless NICs, network NIC cards, NIC cards. That is also I'll try to show you. See, this is wireless NICs. If in case you have a desktop, you can insert desktop or a server. You want to connect in through wirelessly. You have to insert this thing directly. So no need of wire. So directly you can able to connect through wirelessly. Okay. Nowadays we are getting this. This is built-in laptop inside your laptop. So this is your wireless NIC. Okay. If you want more signal part, then we can use these antennas. Built-in is enough. Okay. These are all wireless NIC. This is the wired NIC. These are all wireless NICs. This is USB based wireless NICs. USB. For example, you have a desktop or maybe you have a laptop. Your built-in NIC, your wireless NIC is not working. So what you will do? For example, this is my old laptop. My old laptop cannot connect to 5 gigahertz signal. Only 2.5 I can able to connect, but I cannot able to connect 5 gigahertz one. So how to connect? Better to buy a USB NIC which is having dual bandwidth type. So then better it works. Okay, so it is dual band 2.4 and 5 gigahertz one. So we can receive the signal from it. See, these are all wireless NICs. Okay, USB based. Guys, so that is one part. Of course, I have to put those wireless NICs in one side. Copy image. Already got the point, so we don't require it. Just to understand, your mobile phones also having built-in wireless NIC. That's how we are able to connect through Wi-Fi. Okay, these two are for wireless. This is the wired connectivity. I hope you got the point. We need a NIC. In generally, this is called Ethernet. I'm talking in a Ethernet NICs. Ethernet. Okay. So earlier days, so there is a NIC card, also called as a Ethernet, also called as a LAN card, also called as a LAN card. These Ethernet cards are three types: Ethernet, Fast Ethernet, Gigabit. So Ethernet support 10 Mbps network connection. Fast Ethernet support 100 Mbps Ethernet connection. Gigabit Ethernet support 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps. Guys, remember the small b, right, represent bit means 1 or 0. If some people don't know, then that's what I'm telling. 0 or 1 or 1 or 0 is a bit. Capital B represent byte, B-Y-T-E. Okay, bits per second, bytes per second, difference is there. Okay, MB, like a 10 MB file, 200 MB file, 2 GB data. That is a B, capital B means it's a byte. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 8 bits means 0, 0, 1, 0, sorry. Example is like this. This is the 8 bits. Combination of zeros and ones. So 1 bit means either it can be a 0 or it can be a 1 in binary. Okay. Next, kilobyte. If you are using kilobyte, means 1024 bytes. By 1024, 10 to the power of, 2 to the power of 10. So we'll calculate like that. 2 to the power of 10 is 1024. So that's called a K part. Megabyte means it is 1024 into 1024 bytes. Also we can write kilobyte. Gigabyte 1024 megabyte. Okay. We said 2 GB means 2048 MB. Okay. In case you write like this, 10 GB. How much? 1024 0 GB. Okay. Always calculate in two things. So 1024 is common. Of course, terabyte is there, zettabyte is there, petabyte is there. Terabyte, zettabyte, petabyte, exabyte, terabyte. Okay, different kind of bytes are there. So all are one to another one. Check in Google, otherwise you will find it. Okay, guys. General Ethernet. So earlier days, NIC means it is Ethernet, also called as LAN card. Okay, so earlier we have Ethernet, that is 10 Mbps speed of connectivity provided by that NIC. Okay, fast Ethernet 100 Mbps, Gigabit Ethernet 1000 or 1 Gbps speed.
Sir, 10 GB is equal to 10240 MB over.
Yeah, very good. I done mistake. Yeah. Very good. Okay, so this is the about a basic Ethernet. So wireless also having certain standards in a wireless. So different type of connectivities like a 300 Mbps AC connectivities, 2.4, 5.5, 5 gigahertz connectivities also there. Okay, usually in a wireless nowadays 2.4 or 2.5, some places 2.5. So better is it's 5 gigahertz connectivities. Okay, because the wireless having different standards, 802.11, okay, A, B, C, N, G, different standards are there. So you have to check the standards, different type of connectivities. 300 megahertz connectivity, so you can see 300 Mbps. Okay. 600 Mbps. It is 1300 Mbps. Two basic standards are these two things. Okay, so NIC in the terms, every NIC has MAC address. Every NIC has a MAC address. A MAC address. Only one MAC address. Every NIC has a MAC address. MAC means media access control. Right? MAC address also called as physical address or a hardware address. This IP address is a logical address. MAC address is physical address. Okay. Manufacturer of NIC assigns MAC address to manufacturer of NIC assign this MAC address signed by manufacturer of NIC. That NIC. Which NIC? It is that NIC manufacturer only assign MAC address. We cannot change MAC address. MAC address cannot be changeable. Whereas IP address can changeable. So we know already, right? IP address can be changeable. MAC address we cannot able to change. So we'll come to this MAC address part, guys. Again, MAC address is 48-bit in binary. In binary, it is a 48-bit in size, or we can say it represents in 12 hexadecimal. Okay, it is a 12 hexadecimals are there. Example, before example, how to check MAC address? Address checking, two ways. Why writing a note? So one of the command is get MAC. Second command is ipconfig/all. Or you can find from GUI mod like so go to search, now run ncpa.cpl. So guys, if you try few things at least, you will get a hands-on with your system in this kind of stuff. Just listening won't work generally. Few things compulsory only listening, no choices, but few commands and all you can try in your system. Okay, go to ncpa.cpl. So right click on adapter or double click. Details. Yes, there you will find the physical address. Already you know, so that's why I'm not printing anything, just I'm showing through command prompt. First command is get MAC. So I have multiple adapters, both physical as well as a virtual adapters also there. So it is showing big list. So if you have multiple, you will get confused which device is belongs to which one. So, okay. Clearly means better to use. Better to use ipconfig all. Ipconfig space /all. This is also important, guys. ipconfig and ipconfig space /all. So doing observations, knowing is very important. Not we are that not using. See, it is my Wi-Fi adapter. You can see wireless adapter, Wi-Fi adapter. This is the manufacturer of my NIC, Qualcomm Metros. Qualcomm company manufactured my wireless network adapter. So this company assigned this MAC address to my wireless Wi-Fi adapter. Okay. This IP address I got it from this particular DHCP router, DHCP server. Okay. So when I go to home, if I connect, this IP address is different because their network, their IP addresses. This network, this IP addresses. But this MAC address won't be changed. Even you change the network, MAC address will be not changing. If you change the network, IP address can be changeable, but MAC address won't change. And this MAC address is called a physical address, permanent address, and it is unique address itself. Okay, which is given by manufacturer of NIC. Same goes like this is my another Ethernet, it is wired one. So you can see this is the manufacturer of this NIC FastEthernet. This is the MAC address of this FastEthernet. Again, I got different IP address, which is given from same DHCP server. So this is my VMnet one. It is my virtual adapter. This is a virtual adapter to my PC, and this MAC address is given by this VMware application only. Okay, and this IP address I have given myself because of see DHCP enabled now means it is a manual IP address. It's not I didn't get it from any place. So this is the MAC address. See if you see any NIC, there is a MAC address whether it is connected or not connected. MAC address is there. IP address may not be there, but MAC address is there. See. So this is how we can check the MAC address. And this one is also, if you want, I will show you that one also. Simple, go to search or a run. Better is always run ncpa.cpl. This is my adapter. Double click on the adapter. Details. So it is my physical address. That is my MAC address. And IP address, remaining stuff. So this is guys about MAC address and NIC. Different type of NICs, different type of connectivity, both wired and wireless connectivity, and MAC address on it also we discuss. There's few points, so like a MAC spoofing, MAC binding is also possible for a security. Now we can add those points also if you want. MAC spoofing is also possible. And one more important, that is MAC binding. Don't use MAC address to communicate to anyone. Okay, we don't use address to communicate to anyone. We use MAC binding in the Wi-Fi kind of networks. So for explain what is binding, guys. So try to understand. Even it is, do not think it is a waste of time, but it is good thing. Guys, you have your Wi-Fi router, right? Your Wi-Fi router, you want to connect from your PC. What to do? First of all, from your PC or mobile, we'll search for the networks, right? We'll click on the network symbol in your laptop, or you will Wi-Fi symbol is there, we'll click on it. So then it will display number of available networks directly on the here. Okay, number of available networks, Wi-Fi networks to your PC, surrounding to your PC. Will display. Even mobile phone also, so you will go to Wi-Fi symbol, so you click on it, so it will show available networks, right? Then we select one network, which is yours, same name, right? For example, my network name is Latif, okay? And we will search here Latif. Now we have to give password. What will happen? The request go to your Wi-Fi router, check it, the name and password is correct or not. Yes, correct. Then it will give the connection. And your Wi-Fi router also act like a DHCP server. The DHCP part is also there inside your Wi-Fi router generally. So what it will give? It will give IP address also. So first of all, you have to establish the connectivity with Wi-Fi. Use name and password. Once it is correct, so it will give connectivity. And DHCP part of your Wi-Fi router will give the IP address. Now we can able to connect and communicate. Those devices, maybe mobile phone, tabs or laptops, or try to connect your Wi-Fi. Same procedure. You'll send. Try to connect with your Wi-Fi name and password. If it is correct, then you will get a connectivity, right? So that's why password is important. Okay. Okay. For example, your password is compromised. You told password to someone, unauthorized person. For example, I am the person. I told to my password to someone in the neighbor guy. Okay, because he need it. We don't have more people there, so that time he asked my Wi-Fi password. I given the password. But one day I check it. I've seen lot of connections to my Wi-Fi router. Lot of means I have a desktop, I have a laptop, about two mobile phones that time, and there is a one tab is there. So lot of connections are established. Now what happened? So connections are there. My connections are 5 connections, but I have seen there is a 8 connections are there. So I calculate there is a 2 extra connections are there, which is I don't know those connections. So what I have done, I block their connectivity. So how this block will occur? Generally, in organization, what they will do, in offices, your laptop should be connected to Wi-Fi. So they will collect your laptop MAC address, your laptop's MAC addresses. So they will collect your laptop MAC addresses. Okay, they put these MAC addresses into this Wi-Fi router. So list out all the MAC addresses need to get connected. Okay, so my laptop and others are laptop, madam laptop. So everybody's laptop MAC addresses will be listed into your router. Now, whenever you try to connect, you are going to try to connect it. So you give a username and password, and your router will verify is your MAC address is in the allowed list or not. I said allow these MAC addresses means your MAC address in the allow list, connection is established. Someone is know my Wi-Fi password, they try to connect it. Again, they'll check it. Is this MAC address in the yellow list or not? No, MAC address is not there. Then no connection. That is a MAC binding, guys. Meaning is in your Wi-Fi router, I give in the Wi-Fi router, I will provide a MAC addresses list. If anybody asks a request to for a connection, even they given correct username and password, I will that Wi-Fi router verify your MAC address in the list or not. If it is not in the list, no connection. If it is in the list, connection. So that is MAC binding. Okay, to secure your connections. Okay, this is about your Wi-Fi. Guys, understand? Good. Anything? Do you got the point or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So you respond faster, then I will do much faster way. Okay. Next part is your networking cables. Different cables we use to connect in the network, right? So one of the important cable is coaxial cable. Small o. Coaxial cable. Whatever. Okay. Twisted pair cable. In that one, UTP type and STP cables. Optical fiber or fiber optical cable. Optical fiber or a fiber optical cables. These are the main three cables we use in the networking. What is this coaxial cable? So very simple way I will show you here, guys. This is the cable part. So you can see coaxial cable. So this is the main cable. In the main, this copper wire, you can see central copper wire. This copper wire is actually main conductor, means you're sending and receiving a data through this copper wire only. You're sending and receiving a data through this copper wire only, main copper wire. Just I will put it here, just for our understanding. Coaxial cable. We know cable TV network kind of stuff. So, okay, we use a cable TV kind of stuff, right, in olden days. that time, and for till date we are using this coaxial cable, but not for internet purposes. Okay, so there is a main conductor wire which original data will go through it, but there is a copper mesh used to protect. Copper mesh is there, so the copper mesh, sorry, the center copper wire is main conductor. Main conductor data is transmitting to that one only, and there is a copper mesh used to protect signal from EMI. What is EMI? Electromagnetic interference. See, okay, electromagnetic interference. EMI causes crosstalk. EMI causes crosstalk. Crosstalk means mixture of signals. It is a mixture of signal, means 2-3 signals will be mixed. Mixture of signals. This is the basic point. Yeah, very important point is it support coaxial cable supports up to 800 meters. 800 meters distance. Okay, so it will support up to 800 meters. So we are not using this coaxial cable in a current situations. We are going through twisted pair cables. Okay, these are the main twisted pair cables, guys. So for few things you have to come back to this PPT. Okay, I'm giving only basic. What is this twisted pair cable? The cables are twist each other. Not cables are not twisting each other here. Actually, the wires are twist into each other. Coaxial cables. Then next one is twisted pair cables. Okay. These twisted pair cables are UTP and STP cables are there. So you can see UTP, STP cables. This one because it's look much brighter. So no blockage. Okay, guys. This is UTP cable. This is STP cable. UTP STP difference is unshielded twisted pair cable does not have shielding on it. Shielded twisted pair cable having shielding. Again, shielding for electromagnetic interference purpose only. Okay. So next, pair of wires are twist each other. In this cable, there is a 8 wires. So each pair, so 8 pair cable it is, sorry, it is, the cable contains 8 wires. So it is also called as a 4 pair cable. So 4 pair cable contains 8 wires. Each pair of the cables or each pair of wires are twist each other. white twist, number of twists increases, the attenuation decreases. Attenuation means it is oppose the flow of your signal. So what happen if you are increase the uh, number of twists, the opposition will be reduced, then data can be transferred faster. So speed of data transmission increases. Of course, copper mesh again is to protect your data from electromagnetic interference. Electromagnetic interference causes crosstalk. It's already written here. And we use a RJ45 connector. We use a RJ45 connector. So I'll show you this. Is a connector. This is RJ45 connector. I need a neat kind of stuff, not mixer kind of stuff. This is good. Okay, so it is a okay. So this is how RJ45 connected. So just before I showed one Ethernet. See this Ethernet port. This is RJ45 or LAN port. RJ45 connector or a LAN port it is. RJ45 port or a LAN port it is. Okay, and this is RJ45 connector. So we connect these wires inside. We will insert these wires into this connector, so then we can able to connect it. Okay, so these wires are having different colors. Okay, each color is like a this brown, blue, orange, green kind of stuff. What are the four color wires are there, and the remaining four are a white combination colors. It means blue wire is there and white blue, orange, green, white green, brown, white green, white brown, sorry, white brown wires are there. Okay, in that twisted pair cable. So they will connect in a different ways based on the color coding. Okay, based on their purposes, they will connect in a different ways, like a straight through cable, crossover cable kind of stuff. And these cables are having different categories. Different categories are there, like a Cat1 cable, Cat2 cable, Cat3 cable, Cat4 cable, Cat5, Cat5e, Cat6 cables are there. So remaining cables, maybe you have to get proper data from. Guys, always is the best information. Okay. Always you will get a best correct information from Cisco textbooks, networking textbooks, or CompShare N plus textbooks. You will get a correct information. Remaining Google search, lot of people put a different ways. Okay. So here it is. Cat1 is actually two pair cable we use for a older telephone communication. We use a telephone type of communication. This is a Cat1 cable, telephone type of connection. The connectivity is RJ11. RJ11 connectivity. It is a two pair cable, means four wires are there. From here, RJ45, registered jack. RJ means registered jack. Okay, registered jack, RJ45 cable, and these are all RJ45s only. In this one, there is a speeds are there, so no guarantee same speed or not, but mostly it is correct data only. Mostly it is a correct data only. Okay, somewhat correct data, but I am giving only few. Cat6 we are using. Okay, so currently we are using Cat6 cables. I connected with Cat6 only. I think so. But Cat6 as per our current data is 1 Gbps connection. Cat5e is 500 to 600 Mbps speed connection. Cat5 is 100 Mbps connection. Cat4 is 16 Mbps connection. Cat3 is 10 Mbps connection. Means you are using Ethernet, means you should use at least Cat3, Cat4, right? If you are using a fast Ethernet, compulsory Cat5 cables you should use it. Fast Ethernet, Cat5 compulsory you have to use it. If you are using Gigabit Ethernet, so Cat6 cable you should use it. Okay, so database. But one more point is there. These cables support any cable. Okay, UTP or STP cable support up to 100 meters. Cable size, cable length. Okay, so this is about your twisted pair cable. Very small information I told guys. Okay, different tools we use to create these cables. For example, this is the tester, the green one. You can see this part is a tester. Okay, this is a tester. The tester is used to the tester is actually test your cable. Okay, so I will show you the cable. This is the your patch cable. The cable we call it as a patch cable or a LAN cable. Patch cable or a LAN cable. Okay, this cable we call it as a patch cable, or we can say it is a LAN cable. What happening? Okay, it is displaying, right? So this cable we call it as a patch cable or a LAN cable. Okay, to build this cable means you can see the edges we are connected with this cable two ends. I connected with a RJ45 for example. Okay, RJ45 connectors. To do we need this crimping cable. So these are the STP UTP cables. So this is the RJ45 connector. To create this cable we need this crimping tool. Next, once you've done this cable, you have to test it and make sure that cable is working correctly or not. Then only we are sure it is working. Okay. So, of course, different cable categories also there. In the cables, you can create straight through cable, crossover cables, and rollover cables also there. Okay, but I didn't go to much details about it. So this is already 1 o'clock. Okay, guys, did you got some points how the twisted pair cables are look like? What is that our LAN cable? Once in a while you see those kind of stuff in in somewhere, right? Even in a college. Okay, guys, this is fiber optical. Fiber optical fiber cables or fiber optical cables. These are actually made up of glass. Those are all actually made up of glass. So because of glass is not a electricity conductor, right? Glass is a insulator. So glass cannot transmit electrical signal, but it can be able to transmit light waves. Okay, so the signal here we are using light waves in the coaxial, sorry, in a fiber optical cable. In a coaxial and UTP, STP cables, it's a copper cables. So why this message is keep sounds? Okay, sorry. In copper cables like a coaxial and UTP STP cable, we use electrical signal, but here in this one we use a light signal. Okay, so next one is it is made up of glass, so the light is very easy to pass. What is the use of these cables? For very long distance communication. First of all, very high speed data transmission, purpose. Okay, so normally our UTP STP cables about up to 100 meters limitation is there, but this is also having a limitation, but still we can able to communicate very long distance. We don't use this copper cables, sorry, we don't use fiber optical cables for a regular LAN communication. Regularly we don't use for our LAN communication. We use UTP STP cables only we are using for regular LAN communication. And where we use this fiber optical cables, we use it for a internet purpose. We use it for a internet communication purpose. Okay, or maybe we use it for a server side. Just before break, we discuss about SAN, right? In a SAN, we use this fiber optical cable, server to server communication, server to data storage communications, okay, high-end network communication. So we use fiber optical cables, and we are getting internet up to at least your home or a home junction box. We are using a fiber optical cable because fiber optical cable high speed data transmission, and not only high speed means it is the bandwidth, the conduction of bandwidth is high in the fiber optic, and 20 Gbps is and different modes, different kind of stuff is also. Guys, this is a submarine cable map. You know, lot of people think we are getting internet fiber optic cables, which is connected in the globally. Can you see? This is South America. This is North America, South Africa, India. So where is India? Here it is India. See this? This is India. See how many connections in India? Mumbai, Chennai, and this is Sri Lanka, Bharat Sri Lanka cable system. It is. This is Trivandrum. This is I don't know, Cochin area. Okay. See how many coastal regions we have a connectivity, and also in Indian connections in Lakshadweep, Andaman Nicobar. Okay. So these are the different ocean-based connectivities are there. Okay, if you want to see the status of the links, here also we can see the status of the links. Okay, on ground as well as under ocean, the fiber optical cables are there. Under washing, these cables, you can see under washing, they put a cables. For protection, they will put a lot of layers on it, for protective layers also there. Okay. So that's why anytime any tsunamis, any few issues, sometime in a washing related any issues are occur, so we'll get a network disturbance also, right? Like this. So this is about your simple points in the fiber optical cables, but why we cannot use for our regular LAN communication, and also every time it is both costly and as well as cheaper. If you use it for your own purpose, means your LAN communication purpose, so you need a fiber optical NIC. Fiber optical NIC. We have NIC, either it is wireless NIC or wide NIC. It is a electrical type, right? So, for example, wide NIC is there. So that is UTP, STP cables, we can connect it. Now what you have to do, you have to go with this fiber optical based NICs. Okay, that is called HBA, host bus adapters. Yes, now you insert your HBA, you connect it with the cable, but other end of the cable should connect it to a switch, right? So where you will connect a switch where you will connect, again you need a fiber optical interface, switch or a hub or a router is required. So what happened? So one cable you want to replace, but you have to replace entire equipment. For example, you have a servers are there, storage devices are there, they should transmit a lot of data between them. So what we use? We will go for fiber optical. So at that time, we don't worry about additional cost, but the overall compared to performance versus cost, of course, it is justified cost. But now, if for your local LAN communication, this is not a justified cost. Okay, so this is about your fiber optical cables. So tomorrow we will going to discuss about your topologies and devices also. Okay, topologies and devices we'll discuss tomorrow. And actually, topologies also I want to cover today, but no one is in the mood to, like, no one is speaking much, not active. Otherwise, I will complete by 10-15 minutes. I can complete this part also. You start speaking means you're responding faster, guys. You can complete faster and very interestingly. Otherwise, it just goes slow because I don't understand or not. Very important to I'm connected or not. Also, don't know details because this is very small part. You are connecting devices, either how you connect, that is you are connecting a devices physically, you are connecting devices and you create a network, that is a physical topology. The way of you are connecting devices, as a physical topology defines. Logical topology, the logical topology, the way IP addresses and configure to communicate, means you have 100 computers connected, but you created an IP address network within only 20 computers. These 20 computers are logically different network. Physically, these 100 computers are same network, but there is separately 20 computers. Logically, you can separate them by using logical addressing, that is IP addressing. So it depends upon IP address configuration. The network is there, that is called a logical addressing. Still no one is speaking anything. Okay, again, so physical topologies. Bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, star topology, extended star topology, point-to-point, multi-point, hybrid topologies. These are all comes under different type of topology. Even hybrid is also a part of our main topology. Point-to-point, multi-point are made up of points only. So the remaining details about a bus topology is here, like how bus topology is created and all. Okay, but only these are explanation is there. Yeah, you go through this bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology. That is your exercise today, and also tree topology. Also go through once. I given names. So what is this way of connectivity? Go through once. I will explain tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Because today only we started networking, but we have to finish faster. That's why. Study